Come B2B with me.
What's going on? It's come B2B with me, and this is a really, really special one. We are at Lakeway's album launch, and I'm here with Lakeway's original dad, and I'm Lakeway's new dad. It's like old dad versus stepdad. What's going on? It's Dexta, by the way. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you very much for passing on Lakeway's album. I mean, that's another story for another time. We're talking about B2Bs, but we've got a deep relationship here, and it's a poignant night to be doing a B2B, isn't it?
Yes, I think, I didn't expect it, but now it's on me. I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah.
Cool. Do you do many B2Bs?
Have I historically? Not really, but like Uncle G and me, we go back to back all the time. I think we've got a very, very aligned kind of sound. So it's just like an extension sort of thing. But I have done loads of back-to-backs in the past. Have I done them more than once with the same person? Probably not, because I'm the hardest to go back to back with. Sorry, just to put it on you like that, but
I've reached my end, boss. I'm only a couple of episodes into this and I've reached an end, boss. Like, a lot of people have started, I'm learning a lot about B2Bs, and quite often a promoter will like line up two DJs who might seem on paper like they might complement each other stylistically, technically, energy wise, vibe wise, and everything. They do not match up. So have you had experiences like that in the past?
No one's really like, if people book me and they want me to go back to back with someone, I'm picky. So I was like, nah, not really. That's not going to work, But then sometimes I think I've been like, oh yeah, cool, yeah, of course we'll go back to back, and then it's just been like just shit, like not both like as in not shit as in either one of us, but the combination it weren't the magic that they were looking for, sort of thing. So
yeah, it just doesn't work. Well, I really, really hope we do work, and we're in your manor. We're in Planet Wax as well. Like, this needs to be recognised. This is the third One More Thing party that we're doing. It's actually the first time we're doing a nighttime party, and there's people down there. There's ravers down there.
It's also the first time I've been here as well for it. So yeah.
Amazing. So how should we do it then? And I keep forgetting to ask this question before, and then we talk about it after camera, but I've remembered this time. How do you normally do B2Bs? Like 3 tunes each, 2 tunes each, go down to 1 tune eventually, or what's your preferred style? Because I want you to take the lead. I want you to do the intro. I want to try and match you and your energy.
Fair. I mean, like, there's no set rules. I feel like the unwritten rules always 3 tune pass sort of thing. I feel like we'll probably be doing like 2. I don't know. Depends where it goes, isn't it? If we're able to have similar enough tunes, or like ones that are going to complement each other, etc., I reckon we could do that. Because I've got a load of tunes. They're all mine. I only decided to do that this morning just because I didn't have enough time to go through my records and sort out something. So I'm just playing all my own productions. Some of it's never been released. Some of it's never been heard by anyone other than me and my people around me. And some of them are just my releases that are out there that people really like. So I've got some, it'll be good. So as long as you've got stuff to match it, which I know you will, it'll be fun. And it'll be all good, mate.
I've got a lot of bangers on my USB. I can't wait for this, man. All right, cool. Well, we're going to do it in about an hour. Let's get into the groove, and let's see where it goes. Big up. Yay.
Come B2B with me.
Okay. Stick around. We got 2 more sets. And this one is very, very special. A world exclusive. You got Lakeway's 2 dads. His original dad and his stepdad. It's Kramer versus Kramer for the 2020s. It's Dexta versus NoDave. Come B2B with me live. Take away Dexta. Hey.
beauty queen. Jean Kelly, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, dance on air. They had style, they had grace. Rita Hayworth gave good face. Lauren, Catherine, Lana too. Betty Davis, we love you. Ladies with an attitude, fellas that were in the mood. Don't just stand there, let's get to it. Strike a pose, there's nothing to it. Bold. Let your body move to the music. Move to the music. Vogue. Ooh, let your body go with the flow. Go with the flow. You got to let your body move to the music. Ooh, you got to just let your body go with the flow. Ooh, you got to just let your body move to the music. Ooh,
psychoactive effect.
Ecstasy does what other favoured dance drugs don't do. It provides for the people who take it a tremendous feeling of togetherness. It's a drug which people can go out and cease to be private individuals, and they can enjoy collectively a sense of being which is completely unlike anything they've experienced before.
Do feel very calm and loving.
Sit in the hip like in the 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 sit in the hip like hip like sit them all got to 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 sit in the hip like sit them all got to 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 sit in the hip like
see, can't understand. For me, them a talk about me ambition. So I make no them a talk about me ambition. And me say some of them a ask me where me get it from. So some of them a ask me where me get it from. I told them no know it's from creation. I told them no know it's from creation. Bam bam pam 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 pam
Make it work. 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 Make it work.
Place.
this tune because I am fucking Mr. Happy. This has been an amazing night. Hold tight, everybody who's been. Hold tight, Lakeway. Hold tight, Dexta.
Come B2B with me.
Wow. How was that for you then, man?
Yeah, I mean, that was great. All the tunes you played were wicked, and yeah, I really enjoyed it, actually. Yeah, it was good.
Go on. Out of, like, you know, you were saying earlier there's some B2Bs you'd never do again. Would you consider doing that one again?
Yeah, I would definitely. Yeah. I would, because you were playing a lot of tunes that are like talk to me. I maybe wouldn't just play my tunes in the current way that they are, just because a lot of them are kind of longer winded tunes that take a while to build up. That's just part of my DJ style as well, like, you know, like really building up and stuff like that. But yeah, if I was to play like another set, I would just come with a different set of tracks. But yeah, it was good fun. Like you were playing some wicked tunes, and like I'll be pestering you for some of the IDs at some point anyway. So
go on, wicked. That's really cool. I really like the long build-ups and stuff and the kind of slower tracks, but that's normally when I'm playing on my own and I got a bit more time. When there's two of you in an hour, there's a lot to squeeze in, so it's chopping up. But that almost kind of worked. I felt like I was going a little bit too hyper when you were bringing it back down, but that almost kind of helped it work because that was the dynamic. Then you gave it a bit of breathing space, and then I come in with some crazy aimings again.
Yeah, fair. And also, like, because I said, because I played all my own tunes, there's only so many like bangers in the bag. There's only so many, you know, like halftime ones and stuff like that. So I wanted to just scatter them, not just burn them all out and then be ended with, you know, something that wasn't. Do you know what I mean?
We ended with Mr. Happy because I am really, really happy with that set, with the day, with Lakeway's album and everything else. It's been amazing. That's the first time I've done like a kind of back-to-back like that in that type of context in front of people, but it was in front of all our friends and peers and mates and stuff, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. And that's what I love about this place. Like, that's that place where it's a community, it's a family, and obviously the people who were there tonight knew all of us lot, and they probably knew a lot of the tunes as well, and they really connected with it, so it was really good.
Shout out to Ben Hindle as well, because when it started, he was like, you do realise Dexta's going to murder you. And then I dropped a few mixes, and he was like, you're going to murder him. There was no murderation, no at all. It was pure love.
It was great. Like I said, I would come with some more different bangers if I was to do another DJ set, but I don't make bangers. So I got some bangers, like as you heard, but yeah, I would come with a different set of tunes. But yeah, it's good. It's not a war though. It's never a war for me.
No.
It's just to go together and make some people dance, isn't it? That's it.
A powwow, like a proper musical conversation. So it was super special in the way that it was live. It's a Lakeway's launch, and it was all your own produce there in between the tunes I was mixing. This has been a very, very special Come B2B with me. This has been Dexta. I'm NoDave. This has Come B2B with me. And if you fancy a B2B with me, then hit me up, yo@one-more-thing.co.uk. Come B2B with me. Peace.
Come B2B with me.